Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now. On this Tuesday, I'm Justin Gould.
And I'm Matt Hummel. Happening now, the National Weather Service confirms a tornado touchdown on Sunday evening. We'll have the details.
Plus, a Panama man is sentenced to serve some prison time. For what, we'll tell you. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter standing by with a live look over Mayville. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Jay and Matt, and happy Tuesday, everybody. And this is one of the new Sky Vision cameras that is in Mayville. Of course, we showed this during our weather coverage on Sunday. This is at Lakeside Park in Mayville. You can see the gray skies in Chautauqua Lake. Right there. I believe that's Chautauqua Lake, I do believe. And, of course, what other lake is in Mayville? So let's go. Yes, Jay, did you say something?
Yes, that's Chautauqua Lake.
Okay, good. I thought so. I had to make sure my geography was correct. Here is First Defense Doppler. You can see here that we have some rain that's going to be moving in across the southern tier, and it will be coming our way through the afternoon. And again, it won't be anything heavy, but you will be dodging raindrops as we go throughout the afternoon. So the forecast for today, mostly cloudy early this afternoon, and then rain will start to come our way out of the southwest. It'll spread its way northeast through the area. 44 to 51. The average is 57, with a wind averaging around 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the southwest. And we did have a confirmed tornado that occurred in Warren on Sunday. The National Weather Service and State College has rated this as an EF2. The maximum winds were 130 miles an hour. The path length was 16 miles. And thankfully, there were no injuries reported with that. Matt Hummel has more on this story.
That's right, Dakota. Officials with the National Weather Service and State College, Pennsylvania, have confirmed an EF2 tornado touchdown that near Starbrick in Warren County Sunday evening. Now, according to an initial damage survey, the tornado produced significant damage near U.S. Route 6 and Preston Road around 8:25 p.m. Weather officials say that the tornado initially touched down in Pleasant Township near Leonard Road and strengthened as it tracked northeast through Starbrick. It reached peak intensity and produced the most significant damage and winds in Starbrick. Now, the National Weather Service says that the tornado continued northeast with fluctuating intensity through North Warren and continued northeast through Scandia, where a communications tower was knocked down. The tornado weakened as it traveled north-northeast and produced the last of the damage at Blueberry Hill Golf Course near Lounsbury Corners. The National Weather Service says that Carter Lumber Company suffered extensive damage and a boat was lifted off the ground.
Other news we're following, a Panama man was sentenced to state prison on Monday after previously pleading guilty in March to coerce of sexual conduct against a child and second-degree rape. A Chautauqua County court clerk confirmed that to WNY News Now yesterday. Now, according to the clerk, Frederick Antill will serve a determinate 7-year state prison sentence, followed by 20 years of post-release supervision for the course of sexual conduct charge. Now, in addition, Antill will serve a determinate 5-year sentence in state prison, plus 7 years of post-release supervision for the second-degree rape charge to run concurrently with the course of sexual conduct against a child sentence. Chautauqua County District Attorney Patrick Swanson, when reached by phone on Wednesday, said that his office is pleased with the sentence. We also attempted to reach Chautauqua County Public Defender Ned Barone for comment, but haven't received a response yet. We'll keep you updated on WNYNewsNow.com and our mobile app.
Jamestown police say a 59-year-old city man died yesterday as a result of a vehicle versus pedestrian accident at 5:56 a.m. on East 5th Street at Prendergast Avenue. Kent Norgren reportedly passed away at UPMC Hammett from injuries that he sustained from being struck. Now, the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Department Accident Reconstruction Unit is conducting the investigation, and according to police, no charges have been filed against the driver at this point, and the investigation remains ongoing.
And a Kennedy man is charged after Chautauqua County Sheriff's deputies responded to a report of harassment in the town of Poland yesterday. An investigation revealed that 22-year-old Austin Muntz was found to be in violation of an active stay-away order of protection. Please note that this mugshot is a file mugshot from last year. Muntz was taken into custody and charged with second-degree criminal contempt and second-degree harassment. He was transported to the Chautauqua County Jail, where he was held pending arraignment.
And Justin, I just want to make a note in regards to the Panama man story. It was yesterday that we reached Patrick Swanson for a comment. Got a little bit ahead of myself early this morning.
Yeah.
Feels like a Wednesday, though, doesn't it?
I guess. I don't know. It feels like a Tuesday to me. So I guess I have to disagree.
Usually, and it's funny because usually, and hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Usually, to me, I'm the one that's more negative when it comes to it feels like, say, a Monday, and you're the one that's like, it feels like a Wednesday. So it's nice change.
To Cindy, she says it's still morning for her. So, yeah, Cindy. Sometimes the noon hours, I guess, for our Matt Hummel, he probably feels like it's morning, but. You know, I always beat everybody into the newsroom. So what are you gonna do?
You know what? It's just the cycle of the shift rotation.
Right. Yeah.
See,
yeah. There are morning journalists and there are
I've
evening
tried
journalists.
to tell corporate that we've got to find a balance, but there is no balance.
I agree. There should be a balance.
Well, you know what?
If you want to work in the morning because you're a morning person, go for it.
You know what the real problem is? The real problem is that there may not even be a problem.
Yeah.
How is everybody, Justin?
Hopefully you are doing well. To answer Barry's question for our broadcast, yes, please join us every day, Monday through Friday, right here at noon on WNY News Now on our brand new mobile app. If you haven't downloaded that yet, please do. Search WNY News Now in the Apple App Store, Google Play Store. You can get all your local news, regional news, and a couple of national stories as well of interest right here, live from Jamestown, New York. So thank you for joining us. It's great to see a new face. Saying hello to Wendy. Hopefully you are doing well. So it looks like I'm glad you have your emojis working. I'm going to have to check for those a little bit. Saying hello to Cindy. Hello to Wanda. Hopefully you are doing well. Scott, great to see you. And a lot of people are talking about that tornado in Warren, Pennsylvania. That happened on Sunday. I know we talked yesterday. Dakota Hunter and his staff did a great job covering that as well over the weekend. So, glad to see nobody was hurt in that event, Matt. But certainly there was quite a bit of damage down there in Warren. So hopefully, I guess what's next is whether they'll receive some state funding or not from Pennsylvania or from the feds. And we'll certainly keep everybody up to date on that. A lot more news to tell you about here in New York State. New York State's DOT will be making some repairs throughout the Chautauqua County area. Details on that coming up.
But first, the city of Jamestown and the Chautauqua Bell, they've reached an agreement. We'll also have details coming up on that. Dakota.
Goes to show tornadoes can happen anywhere, and you got to expect the unexpected. The high yesterday was 52, but that occurred way early in the morning. Temperatures fell through the 40s and the 30s through the afternoon, but hey, some relief is on the way. WNY News Now continues in just a minute.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvanna Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Now open in downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops, restaurant and tavern.
I have some real old-timey dishes on there that I'm just giving new life to. Like there's a shepherd's pie on there that's going to have some bison in it, real thick hearty gravy. Then I'm also doing beer flights. We're pairing it with a set of sliders, a set of tacos, and a set of mini rolls. So everything's going to have its own pair so you can get a taste of a little bit of everything and all the beers. We don't want to be known as the restaurant in the hotel. We want to be known as Pearl City Hops.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
And happening now, the Chautauqua Belle will be operating out of McCray Point Boat Landing starting this spring. Jamestown Mayor Sam Teresi made the announcement Monday at City Hall that the city signed a multi-year lease agreement with U.S. Steam Lines Ltd. to dock the ship at the point. Now, Teresi said bringing the ship like the Belle back to Jamestown has an important historical connection to the Chautauqua River.
One point in time, the McCray Point Boat Landing was the home of 16 different steamships operating on Chautauqua Lake in the 19th and the early 20th century. It's what gave the waterfront life originally. It gave life to the city, gave life to the lake, and wasn't just a form of recreation back at the time. It was a serious mode of transportation that folks in the Chautauqua Lake region, the city of Jamestown, relied upon.
Now, Teresi said the lease will run from May 1st to October 31st each year for the next 5 years, with an option for the company to renew for an additional 5 years after that. U.S. Steam Lines will pay the city $250 for the first year of operations, with rent increasing $25 each year. Now, as part of the agreement, the city will install a 30-amp, 220-volt, three-phase electrical service to that dock. Teresi said U.S. Steam Lines will pay for all electricity fees for their operations there.
New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo has released his 2018 New York State and federal tax returns. The Cuomo administration allowed reporters to inspect the 61-year-old third-term Democrat governor's tax documents at the state capitol yesterday, with the deadline for filing personal, federal, and state incoming tax returns. Cuomo's adjusted gross income last year was just over $211,000, mostly from his $179,000 salary, plus investments. Now, he paid more than $51,000 in federal and state taxes, compared to nearly $55,000 in 2017. His 2018 income was taxed at a federal rate of 18.5, compared to 19.6 the previous year. Cuomo made the same 2018 charitable donation in the same amount as he did in 2017, $11,000 to help USA, a charity he founded years ago to fight homelessness.
And work to repair or replace a number of large culverts in Chautauqua County is now underway. State DOT officials said they will replace a culvert on Route 5 in the town of Portland. Officials will also repair 3 culverts along Interstate 86 in the towns of Mena and Ellery, 2 on Route 20 in the town of Westfield, and 1 along Route 5 in the town of Portland, and another along Route 39 in the town of Sheridan, and finally one on Route 62 in the town of Kyantone. State officials said the $2.8 million project will enhance safety and reduce the risk of flooding in those areas. New and rehabilitated culverts also allow for water to flow through structures more easily. That's according to the New York State Department of Transportation. Officials said the project will help facilitate economic growth in the region, and the work is cost-effective to make sure that the culverts will last much longer, for many decades. Work on all culverts is scheduled to be completed by the end of the year.
And it's known as Our Lady of Paris, an iconic piece of Gothic architecture with more than 13 million visitors to the Catholic site every year. On Monday night, she was engulfed in flames. But thanks to hours of intense firefighting, the Notre Dame Cathedral still stands tall. Hadas Gold is in Paris with more on the condition of the cathedral.
9 hours after it started, the fire that engulfed the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris is finally out. The world watched in horror as one of the most recognized buildings on the planet and one of the most important to the Catholic faith burned for hours on end, flames shooting into the sky and smoke billowing over the city.
Everybody's crying. It's very sad because Notre Dame de Paris is the symbol of Paris and the symbol of France.
Gasps from onlookers as its iconic spire toppled.
It's horrific. We heard the tower full, and it was the worst sound, and people screamed.
Around 400 firefighters battled the blaze at the more than 800-year-old church. While the spire and the oak wood roof were destroyed, the 2 bell towers and the front facade were saved, along with some of the most precious religious artifacts, including the holy crown that many believe is from the crown of thorns Jesus Christ wore at his crucifixion. French President Emmanuel Macron vowed that they would rebuild Notre Dame and will be launching an international fundraiser. That message of hope is what rang out louder than the flames.
This goes beyond Paris. People are reacting worldwide, and the young people behind me show the power, faith, the power of a message of peace.
In Paris, I'm Hadass Gold.
Thank you, Hadass.
And Matt, looking at the structure yesterday and the flames really were breathtaking and horrid to see. So I'm glad that they were able to stop the fire and salvage a good amount of it. But now I know they're worried about it being not structurally sound. So unfortunately, I've never gotten the chance to see it in person. But learning about it, it's absolutely heartbreaking to see, and it looks like that's what everyone's really agreeing upon here. So you're right, Gary. It's absolutely a serious loss of the Gothic era structure, and really is horrible to see. But hopefully they will be able to restore it the best they can. But the thing, I was talking with Rory in the newsroom this morning, like, they're not going to be able to make it how it was. It never will be the same.
But you know what's really good, Justin, and it did give me a little bit of a smile on my face, is the way the people of France, and especially in Paris, came together.
Right.
I don't know if you saw, but there was a group of people singing outside
Right.
Yeah. That was special to see.
Yeah.
So if there's anything positive to take out of this devastating event,
Absolutely.
is this the way really the world has come together. So interesting to see what will happen coming up.
Absolutely, 100%. So we kind of want to, in the final moments of our commercial break, we wanted to tell this funny story. During the first commercial, I don't even know where, oh, here it is. We have these things in our ear, they're called IFBs, and this is what it looks like. They're little feedback devices, and this goes in here. This little earpiece here. It's kind of hard to see, but it goes in your ear, and you're able to hear the producers in the program. We hear ourselves a little bit. We hear the reporters and all that. We can hear Dakota. Well, Matt's tip came off like it did, and it got stuck in your ear. Our producer suggested maybe calling help.
Yeah.
We thought maybe we'd have to call 911.
I couldn't pull it out.
That's okay. Yeah. We couldn't get it out. So my fingers were small enough to get in there and pull that sucker out. So I'm glad you're okay.
Thanks.
But Matt thought maybe he'd hear the broadcast forever for the rest of your life in your ear. So I'm glad you're okay. That's not fun. It's kind of scary. And no, I know it's not like the FBI, Gary. It's really no secret. We're all wired up. We got all sorts of stuff going on. So. And coming up next, another man who's wired, chief forecaster Dakota Hunter. Here's a live look at our Brotherhood Property Maintenance 7-day forecast.
And later, we're going to have details on an upcoming Easter event in the village of Faulkner. This News Now continues.
Turn to Brotherhood Property Maintenance for all your lawn care and landscaping needs, no matter the season. Brotherhood Property Maintenance does it all, from professional plowing during the winter months to expert landscaping all summer long. Count on Brotherhood Property Maintenance for mowing, landscaping, tree work, spring and fall cleanup, plus snow removal. Serving both commercial and residential lots, check out Jamestown's fastest growing landscaping crew on Facebook or call us right now to book an appointment.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
When I'm streaming and I'm talking to my community, we have that literally split-second interaction. If somebody says hello, I say hello right back immediately, and it kind of creates that connection. Because like my subscribers and my followers, we pretty much go by Re-Ups Army. All the hate and everything that goes around, that's kind of like our mission statement. Is just be positive and enjoy each other's time. It's more or less just trying to use the internet in a positive way. Like we all from around the world get to connect on the same level, which is, we all love video games. Mixer.com/Re-Up. I'm live every single day, 8 p.m.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
And welcome back. And I often joke that the cords for the mic and my earpiece and everything, they're like the ball and chain. That's how they keep me in tow around here. Let's take a look at the weather headlines for today. Rain showers return this afternoon, so it's going to be a wet afternoon as you head out. But the good news is we warm up throughout the week, and spring finally looks like it's going to return, and we may have a few more thunderstorms to go through on Friday. But the good news is on that, we're not expecting any severe weather out of that at the moment. Wanted to touch base one more time about the tornado that occurred in Warren, just in case you missed it. This was Sunday night. The official touchdown time was 8:18 on Sunday night. The Weather Service and State College rated this an EF2 based on ground-based storm surveys, and the maximum estimated winds were about 130 miles an hour. It was on the ground for 16 miles. The path width of the actual tornado track was 400 yards, and the good news is there were no fatalities or injuries in that tornado. It goes to show you expect the unexpected with thunderstorms. Here's First Defense Doppler. This is the rain that's going to be moving in this afternoon. It's currently out. It's currently out near Michigan. It's going to be moving across Lake Erie, and it will be getting here. It's actually already here as we zoom right into Chautauqua County. You can see we're starting to get into some of these lighter rain showers. And again, the rain today is not going to be anything heavy. It's going to be light. That's the good news. So it's not going to be this big time heavy rain, but you will dodge a few raindrops this afternoon. News Now, Kim, you can see the gray skies over downtown Jamestown, and a few raindrops could be falling as well. The current temperature is 38. There's that southwest wind of 5, and the wind chill's down to 34 degrees. So it's a little bit below average for this afternoon so far, but temperatures will be responding to a warm up. Here we go with Future Skin. You can see the rain throughout the day, and it will continue throughout the day, and especially this evening. Now, as we go into later tonight, the rain will start to taper off into more scattered activity, and it looks like that scattered activity will continue into tomorrow morning. And now the early afternoon tomorrow should be mainly dry. It's not going to be until later in the afternoon into tomorrow evening is when we'll start to get into some rain showers starting to come our way once again. So the next several days are definitely going to be wet. And talking about the weekend, especially the Easter weekend forecast, how is it looking? Well, it's mainly looking wet at this point. So for Saturday, around 51, partly to mostly cloudy and a few scattered showers. And on Sunday, we warm up to around 53 for Easter Day, a couple rain showers through the day, but otherwise it's not going to be all day rain. That's the good news. We'll go zone by zone. We'll start at the eastern areas first. Temperatures today will top out into the upper 40s for most areas. Again, we should be near 57, and we're not going to see that. Rain showers will come our way through the day. Lake Erie shoreline, temperatures here hanging out in the mid 40s through the day, and a lot cooler with a few rain showers. Next 7 days coming up on the screen, powered by Brotherhood Property Maintenance. 61 tomorrow. How about a 72 on Thursday? Spring will return. At least Thursday should be mainly dry. Temperatures stay into the 60s on Friday, and then we continue into the 50s for the weekend. Sports is next. Don't go away.
Invest in your business or cause by letting the marketing gurus at WNY News Now and WNY Media Company grow your business.
Purchase an ad much like the one you are watching now on WNY News Now's daily show, News Now at Noon, WNYNewsNow.com, or our brand new mobile app.
And then get feedback from our marketing experts and fans alike.
And finally, watch your business grow.
As an added bonus, Community Partners messages will run not only on our scheduled programming, but on weather alerts and breaking news as well.
Plus, messages are shared on WNY Sports Now programming. Anything from a live local basketball game to the Phone Zone Sports Desk.
Become part of our family today.
And contact us right now.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Tuesday, sports fans, and welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. Michael Davenport, a forward guard combo for the Jamestown Jackals, was named the Basketball League's Player of the Week. In the final game of the regular season against the Raleigh Firebirds, Davenport scored 23 points and pulled down 8 rebounds in a 112-101 victory. Davenport is the second Jackals player to receive this honor this season, the other Jackals player being Troy Taylor. In upcoming high school conference baseball action, the Falconer Falcons will be hosting a home conference game against the Fredonia Hillbillies on Wednesday at 4:30. Fredonia is off to a 3-2 start and have won their last 2 games. Meanwhile, Falconer on last Thursday defeated the Brockton Bulldogs 16-2. Falconer will also have a game on Friday against the Clymer Pirates. Tonight at 6:35, the New York Yankees will host the first of a 2-game home series against the Boston Red Sox, the defending World Series champions. The Yanks go into the game at 6-9, good for third in the AL East. Meanwhile, Boston is in a last-place tie with the Toronto Blue Jays at 6-11. James Paxton will get the starting nod at pitcher for the Yankees, while for the Red Sox, it will be Chris Sale. The game will be televised on the Yes Network and can also be viewed on the MLB At Bat app. That's it for sports today. Justin and Matt, back to you.
All right, Norm, thank you. The Falconer Easter Egg Hunt is set to take place this weekend, Saturday at 10 a.m. at Falconer Park. Now, in addition to candy eggs scattered across the park, a number of big-ticket prizes will be available for kiddos as well. Falconer Vac Shop, Victory Auto, and Jim and Jeff Sopak donated a bicycle. Penny Less Family Salon donated 2 Little Big Wheels. The Ellicott Police Department also donated bike helmets. For more information on the event, you can head on over to our website at WNYNewsNow.com.
All right, Dakota. So here's my question for you.
Yes, sir.
Is Saturday too far off, or is that too long of a long range?
Oh, you want to know if it's going to rain?
Yeah,
it's going to rain.
Yeah, it's going to rain.
There's your answer.
They said that
but
they didn't have
the good news is the rain over the weekend doesn't look like anything too widespread at this point. It's going to be kind of on again, off again type of rain.
So it's not going to be a terrible day?
You couldn't tell us if it was going to rain at Falconer Park at 10 o'clock on Saturday.
We'll let you know when we get closer.
Okay. Yeah, that'd probably be a good event thing to have, because I know I was talking with Penny from the Falconer Fire Department, who is among some of the great organizations hosting this. At this point, it doesn't look like there's probably going to be a rain date. I imagine if it's a complete wash, they'll probably figure something out rescheduling-wise. But you know what would be cool, though? I wonder if they could just have it in the fire hall inside if it was completely raining. I don't know if they can do that or not.
I don't know.
But that would be interesting nevertheless. So hopefully they can get outside, because those Easter egg hunts, they're pretty cool. So.
Yeah, I did a few of them when I was a kid, so...
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it looks like no rain at 10 a.m. at Falconer Park. Well, Gary's forecast isn't calling for rain, but we'll see if that holds up. Let's see. What is everybody talking about? Bicycles. Yeah, it'd be really cool. Celerons is at 9, and according to Wendy, and they have bikes for all sorts of different ages. You know, it seems like bikes are the thing nowadays, you know. And
which is interesting to me.
Yeah.
Because, you'd think a lot of kids would want video games and all this stuff.
Their Fortnite download. Yeah. It's awesome to see, though, that they're still out there. They're doing that kind of stuff. So, and it looks like, Gary, I like what Gary did here going out of weather. He's like, stay tuned. WNY News Now will be right back after a brief commercial by the sponsors. We should have Gary come in studio. What do you guys think about this?
I like that.
And be our like announcer guy for the day. Like you could do the intro.
Contact us on that.
Yeah, that would be kind of
like
fun.
that.
I think we might have to run that by corporate. I mean, just saying, but.
Oh, let's take a final look at that 7-day whatever.
We're all ready to go home. It's
only 12:30, Matt.
So the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, it's going to get warm, and it looks like springtime weather is finally going to set shop across western New York. There's the Brotherhood Property Maintenance 7-day. How about 72? On Thursday, partly sunny skies. That's going to feel great. And the weekend, again, looking mainly wet at this point, but neither days should be a total washout at this point. But, of course, we'll give you more details once we get closer to the weekend.
Awesome. Thanks, Dakota. Hey, Matt, you want to read the outro? If Gary was here, I'd have him read it.
Dakota, thank you. That's it for us today. We'll be back tomorrow. News 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. Dakota's here. Have a great day.
We love you.
NPR.
See you tomorrow. Oh.
This is NPR.